All right, welcome to my Dope 435 rifle configuration course. Thank you for filling out the information and getting this course for free. I really appreciate it. I think you're going to find that there's a lot of value in this free portion when it comes to rifle configuration. So what you're going to kind of see in this course is going to be a mixture of videos that I have made and then also some guidance on some other videos that I think you should watch from YouTube. There's a lot of really good stuff out there on YouTube, and there's also a lot of stuff that is not good at all. And so I like to point people in the right direction of who to watch. For example, there's a guy on YouTube, and he's also an author, and he is an ex-Army Ranger sniper named Ryan Kleckner. I'm sure you've probably heard of him. If you haven't, I've never watched a video of somebody explaining something so good. And so I am going to point you in the direction of a couple of videos from YouTube, and then I'm going to have my own stuff in there as well. You're also going to find that there are some AI generated images explaining some concepts and principles behind rifle configuration. I like using AI and those images, and I've taken a lot of time to coach the AI in order to explain concepts and principles. That way, you get the mixture of the pictures and images and then some text in there. So you're not just reading a bunch of information or just looking at pictures. It does a good job of combining it all together. So you're going to see some of that. So in the rifle configuration, something that's important to note is what type of rifle you've purchased. In the couple of slides previous, you saw that most of the time in the long range shooting world, you're going to see people that are shooting AR-15s, an AR-10, or a bolt action rifle. So, with that being said, in this course, I'm just going to be going over a bolt action rifle because it is the most common rifle used in long range shooting. However, there is a difference when it comes to what type of bolt action rifle I'm talking about. So, for example, this rifle right here, Grandpa's old Remington 700, chambered in 30-06, is not the type of rifle we're going to be using for long range shooting. As cool as it is, it's not the right system when it comes to shooting long range. You cannot adjust length of pull, you can't adjust your cheek riser. There's limited ability to move your scope back and forth. There's just a lot of things that you can't do with this rifle that you can do with modern day rifles. There's also a difference in quality when it comes to what you choose to purchase. So, for example, right here, we have a very, very common and popular Ruger American Predator Gen 2. These things are pretty good. There are options to adjust the cheek riser. There are you can adjust the length of pull. However, it isn't super modular, and then you'll notice that this stock is pretty flimsy. And so what I would do if I were going to be purchasing a bolt action rifle is I would be looking at something a little bit more along the lines of this here. Now, this rifle is actually this rifle here, but I have taken it and put it in a different stock. This is the MDT field stock, where you can see here that I can adjust my cheek riser. I can use shims to adjust my length of pull. I have a flat surface for mounting Arca rail. That way I can shoot off of barricades or I can use tripods. I have a Picatinny rail here so I can move my scope left or back and forth a little bit easier than some of those old hunting rifles. So you're going to be wanting to look at something like this. And as we go throughout this course, I am going to be using this rifle to teach you how to properly put it together for you to be able to shoot out to 1,000 yards in a prone position, use it for barricade shooting as if you were in a competition. So we're going to get a rifle that is set up for you that you can use in a competition setting a sniper-esque tactical style setting. So we're going to be kind of looking at a bolt gun in that area of use. So that's what we're going to be going over in the course. I really appreciate it. It's free. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. There's going to be a lot of tips and tricks in there that I've learned over the years as a sniper competitor and a hobbyist. I've been shooting these guns for 12 years now. And trust me, I've made every mistake in the book. And so I'm here to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I did when I first got started. Because I started with a Savage 110 tactical rifle with a Buckmaster Nikon scope on it. It was like a 4 to 16. Now I was shooting out of the bed of my truck thinking that someday I was going to be a sniper and a competitor. Fast forward now 12 years, I have learned so much from that time to this time, from where I'm at now. And so I have a lot of knowledge and experience of teaching myself through YouTube and purchasing courses from Modern Day Sniper. I've purchased several of their online courses. I've also been to in person courses like Max Ordnance and from the Gray Group on this side of the country. So I do have a lot of experience when it comes to these rifles. I know how to set them up properly. I've done it wrong for years and years and years, and now I do it right, and I've done it right for years and years and years. So I'm really excited to teach you how to put together a rifle properly. I'm also excited to show you a couple of videos on YouTube that I really suggest you watch because there are some people out there that really know what they're talking about. So you've come to the right place, and it was free. It was totally free. Now, I do suggest that after you go through this, and I hope that it shows you what type of quality you would get out of my paid for course, which is only 45 bucks. It's cheaper than a premium box of ammunition. So after you go through this course, if you like it, I would urge you to message me on Instagram. That way I can get you set up with my course that's 45 bucks, which is going to go into so many different topics. I'm going to have an AI generated image in there that's going to walk you through all the topics that I cover in my paid for course. That way you would know exactly what you're getting. Anyways, enjoy the course.